Hello, Stardust monkeys. They can live under your bed, sleep in coffins, or be made up from various body parts pillaged from graves. They come in all toothy, hairy, slimy varieties. Monsters. They've been around as long as we have, and they serve a very important purpose. Originally, monsters may have had an evolutionary purpose. By exaggerating our fears of predators or illness, if we scared ourselves and the children with stories and legends, maybe we'd be more careful at the riverbank. We'd be more watchful of the snapping mouths below the surface. But evolution isn't the whole story. If you read the monster stories of the past, they change with the ages. Different times had different anxiety, and this is reflected in the monster stories that were popular at that time. I'll get into that in later videos. In fact, in my next video, I'll be diving into our culture's monster obsession, zombies. Monsters have and still allow us to project complicated fears into something we can see and something we can kill. They act as physical stand-ins for our fears, so that we can process them without having to look at our fears too directly. Fears that overwhelm us because they are too large and complex for us as individuals to deal with. Societal issues like an over-reliance on technology or global warming or nuclear war. Fears that are always in the back of our minds, but that we have no control over. Monster stories allow us to experience these fears in a structured and controllable way that in the end is therapeutic. What you need to remember is that all monsters come from the human mind, regardless of whatever law restricts them from moving around in the sunlight or only allows them to appear at a full moon. Really, they are always inside of us. They're the suppressed parts, the collective anxieties we all share. We see ourselves in our monsters, and while we consume these monster stories, those parts of us are allowed out for a little while. They get a breath of fresh air before we shove them back down into the darkness where they belong. And deep down, we're just as relieved to see them as we are to see them go. Whether it's zombies, Frankensteins, werewolves, aliens, monsters are important, and I'm going to dig into each of them over the next few videos. So please let me know in the comments what monster you want me to cover, and I will let you know the dark corner of your mind that it came from. I'll see you during the next full moon.